Come back to how do they play. This time we're going to be talking about Tyranids. I'm Noah with Aegislgs. Let's get into the bugs. So, Tyranids. Tyranids are the all-consuming biomass converting monster menace of space. You might know them from Space Marine 2. They're pretty awesome, but how do they actually play? Well, they have a couple core mechanics, and they're a modal army, which means they have some very distinct paths you can pick on how you play them. First, the core mechanics. They have an ability called Shadows in the Warp. This means that once per game, they can force an opponent's entire army to make a check or go completely mad, scared, and be useless essentially for a turn. Their other core mechanic is that they have an ability called Synapse, which is an aura that radiates around some of their more important characters and bugs. What Synapse does is make them essentially immune to other armies' fear and leadership-based tactics. What does this look like in practice? Well, as a modal army, if you're going to play Tyranids, you really have four distinct options. The fourth being a combination of any of the other three. The first option is fast bugs, Vanguard Assault. These are bugs that are evasive and quick, with detachment abilities that help you do things like reactive movements, be able to advance and charge, and move really quickly to set your opponent on their back foot. The next option is Big Bugs. Big Bugs, also known as Crusher Stampede, is using all of the very large bio-life forms from Tyranids to bully your opponent and take space on the table. We're talking giant Tyrannifexes, we're talking Hive Tyrants and Swarm Lord, and all the other big things like Carnifexes to bully your opponents off of position and take control of the board. The last unique one is many small bugs. This is the Horde, the endless swarm, if you will. These are tons and tons playing lots and lots of little bugs to carpet the table, take up space, and force your opponent to be drowned underneath a wave of bodies. Tyranids have a pretty large selection of both shooting and melee focused units. They have access to really great battle line units like gargoyles, which are flying Tyranids, and they otherwise have a lot of different builds you can use to create a unique playstyle for yourself, usually leaning into one of those three unique playstyles or combined arms that takes a little bit of each to create the specific mix of all-consuming world-devouring menace. And that's Tyranids. They're great for taking up space. They have lots of cool options. So what do you want to hear about next? Please let me know in the comments below. Catch you later.